Hello, guys. My name is Will Lissil. I'm from the UK, North region. I'm in Yorkshire, and today I have a new independent artist. But this one is international because we are talking about the UK and also the US. She's already doing things internationally, but let's focus on her music. And I'm talking about Coral Z, and let's talk to her now. Coral Z, where are you now? And let us know who you are in terms of music.
Hello, my name is Coro. Thanks for having me. I'm currently in California right now.
Okay, is it a nice place? Because you are not from California, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just doing an exchange program at UC Berkeley, so I'll be here for a couple months. In terms of if it's a nice place, I think it's like so good so far. I lived in Southern California before, so I would prefer like LA area as opposed to North California. But right now, I think, well, most of the days is pretty sunny as opposed to UK weather, stereotypically.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we
yeah,
cannot make comparison with the weather because we are going to lose. Okay, the weather in the US, especially in California, I'm sure it's better than the UK. But talking about LA, it's an amazing place for an artist, right? Even independent artists.
hmm yeah, but I only lived there for like 1 year when I was in college for my first year of college. So I wasn't able to connect with a lot of local artists or other people. But I guess like it's still like a great place for artists because I went to liberal arts college and I met my band at the time. So my guitarist and my bassist. So and then like we kind of started my first band technically. And well, my first single Americana was actually kind of developed all the way through their help. So we got the song when I first wrote it, like we just developed it from the scratch and we put into more instrumentation and we performed it live. And so those guys like helped me a lot. And even now, like we're still in touch. And my bassist actually lives around the Bay Area. So like we do see each other pretty often now.
Okay, so let me just see if I understood. You are still studying, but also building your artistic career. And also, at the same time, you are doing that by yourself, like producing, directing. If you decide to record a music video, are you going to be directing as well? How is the plan to keep developing your independent career from
Um,
there?
yeah, so I started writing music and stuff when I was in middle school, high school, and then as I said, like when I met a lot of other people, we started like playing music together, and then a lot of people around me, even though they're all like also students just in college or even high school, like that I met, but they had some bands back home or they had their own songwriting skills and they're producers and like everything, and some went to music colleges. So then I learned, oh, you can actually just produce the songs and release them on Spotify and other streaming platforms just on your own. So that's how I have my producer. So I reached out to a studio and I found my producer when I was studying at Cambridge. So, but yeah, I'm doing music as a part time thing, just on my own. But at the same time, I'm doing a PhD in Cambridge.
Okay, that's
So,
amazing. Wow. That this is a lot of responsibility from my perspective, because I have interviews with artists from all around the world. It's really difficult. Most of them, independent artists, they say it's difficult to keep doing what they have to do. And we are talking about studying or building a professional career and also developing the artist career simultaneously. It's really difficult, and doing investments on that is difficult too. And you are doing very well. So, congratulations for that. Great. I wouldn't have a good head to do that all together and be good at studying and also as an
yeah,
independent artist.
yeah, it is quite hard sometimes. It's really hard to balance. And sometimes I guess like when I have to, well, I feel there's certain responsibility that I have to focus on my academic more. But then at the same time, I'd feel like, oh, what if there's a gig coming up and I have like plans with my band because we also have to rehearse. And I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of times playing music makes me happier, but that's not saying like doing the schoolwork is unhappy. It's just slightly different to me. And I
It's
think,
like two different dimensions, let's say
yeah,
like that.
it's actually like very different, but like when you kind of like try to just blend the two things together, they can also just work out. I guess, yeah, I kind of like divide my time in the week. For example, I go to school on Tuesday, Thursday for sure, and then I normally go to the studio on Friday. And Monday, Wednesday, it just depends, and I can do like whatever work I have on my mind. Um, so yeah, sometimes it's really hard to balance, but well, I think it's working so far, hopefully. But I do
Great.
I do feel like I might have to decide which way I want to put more focus on after I graduate from my PhD, because then I'll have to choose a real career.
Oh, please do what you want, do what you need, but don't stop recording music because I was listening to your music and this is amazing. You have a great voice. Just guys, she has a great voice just speaking. So you can imagine singing. It's amazing. I loved it. And just to
Yeah.
let our audience know, we are talking about pop. We are talking about something more romantic, indie rock, or a mix of music genres?
Hmm. Yeah, that's also a good question. I think I just, like when I first started writing my songs, well, it's all like based on what's happening in my life, right? And so there's like a good amount of inspiration from my like romantic things. And then, well,
Personal experience, can I say about relationships,
uh,
emotions?
yeah, emotions. Relationships,
Okay.
not so much. Well, I mean, like, it's hard to define, but there are a lot of like fluctuating moments. Like when you like have certain feelings to maybe that's a person, maybe that's just, like something that you saw even on TV or something happening around you, like something of your friends or. So it's all that kind of emotions and feelings that it just cut your heart, and then you just feel like, okay, I relate, and then I'll write a song about it.
All right, that's good. Yeah, you sometimes you can project your emotions on other people's relationship. It
Mhm.
works. Even if it's a film, we can get inspired and write about that. But they want to know if you are single. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But they want to know if you are single.
I was single until last December, and then I met my boyfriend.
Okay, she's not single. Don't contact her for anything related to relationship, guys. But you should go to her Spotify to listen to her music. And let's talk about Spotify now. Coral Z. So, Coral Z, she has some songs there you can explore and also place those songs on your personal playlists and also follow her. Uh, Alternatively, you have Instagram. That's Coral HY Zhang, or let me say Zhang is ZHENG. Zhang. Is it a Asian
Last,
origin? Your surname Zhang?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it's a pretty
right.
common last name in Asia.
All right. So
Mhm.
Coral HY Zhang. Amazing. This account is a personal or professional account? The Instagram account.
Um, it's a personal account, but I mean, I'm just like started to just post mainly about my music since I released my first single, Americana. So now I guess it's becoming more professional than personal, but it's still a mix. Well, I mean, I guess like personal is also a part of your professional life anyway.
Right.
Yeah, because I guess as a musician, like you always want to share your life, your inspiration, like what's going on, like your friends or like whatever. And yeah, I think I'm not like I don't mind sharing those just on my personal account, and I'd love to have people follow it anyway, because I think I've had this account for so long and I've a lot of memories just in this one account, and also like because in my past life, like even though it's a personal account, I still like post about my music things. Like sometimes it's a short video like playing with my band, sometimes it's just me like singing my new song or something. So I think it's always been a mix between personal and professional. So then I just kind of like, what's the point of starting a new one? Unless I got really big and famous at some day, and then I got some actual like entertainment company, got my own manager, and they'd be like, "Oh, I'll start an actual account for you for the artist, then I
Right.
okay, well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
sometimes
a
it
lot of work
works.
to manage one.
Sometimes it works. For example, when you have an open account, because yours is private, it's very personal, and people cannot see if they are not following. And when it's an artist, sometimes people are just forget to follow, but they want to watch a video of your band. They want to listening to you talking about your new single, etc. So
Mhm,
should be good to as an artist to have an account that's open. But then when you talk about private things, we don't want to be open to everyone that we
mhm,
don't know.
mhm,
So in this case, separate account would be good. Even if there is no followers there, people, if they like your music, they will find you. And also you can say on your private account saying, friends, if you like my music, follow my new account. It's just for my professional stuff, and just help me to grow it, and
mhm.
that's it. So you should try. um, let's talk about Spotify.
Okay.
Why you decide to release our music digitally, going, sending to Spotify, etc. Is there any special situation that made you just click, oh, this is time to start building my portfolio on Spotify?
Mhm. Yeah, I've been writing songs for so many years since I was like 14. But I never realized how easy it could be to actually just release stuff on, on the streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube Music, etc. Until, as I said, I had a lot of friends who also like playing musics and have bands and shows around me. And then like just well, I do know that they like most of them had their own Instagram or Spotify and like all those artist related things. But I just never took it very seriously until I guess like it was kind of a gradual process rather than one moment that I realized, oh, it's time to start, because I've always known that they had these. And then I moved to Cambridge, started my new band, and then like we're just gigging around for like all music related things. And I think we're just talking about it until like one day I feel like, okay, maybe I should actually look it up. Oh, I also went to like a music production workshop, and the teacher there, he was just a producer like in the studio nearby. So I just asked him and we started a conversation, and just, like sometimes things just came along. I talked to my friend, I talked to this producer, I talked to other people, and just seems like everyone's saying, oh, you can just do it. And I was like, okay, like why don't I just do it? Then I just went ahead, I contacted him, I went to the studio, and we just started jamming on my first single, Americano. And it was just kind of how it started. And then
That's
after that one song, you would feel like the rest of the process just got a lot smoother because I know
oh,
how the process works now.
okay, you just got into the rhythm, and the studio stuff, and then you started recording, and that's it. You have three singles already.
Yeah.
Great. And is there any chance we are going to have a surprise, like an album, sometime soon, next year, maybe?
Uh, for the
An
album, not
EP?
anytime soon, but I have my next single coming out very soon.
Which one?
It's
Can we
called
know the name?
it's called The End Is Another Begin.
Okay, all right. Very short names. There are songs, they are all very short names. No More, Americano, and Or. This is the shortest name ever. What does mean Or?
Well, if you look at the lyrics, there's one line that says, like, take my hands or just let go. Because I was struggling with some relationship stuff. Like, there was a guy, and I feel like we're just keep going. Sometimes we're like on good terms, but sometimes we're not. And then for like a million times, it's like, okay, like maybe this is not good. Then I should just end it there. But then he'll come back to me. And when I feel like, okay, maybe this is something that I can put in effort and like we can work things out. And then he made me feel like, no, that's not the right decision. So then I feel like he's the one like just keeps being hot and cold. And then I feel like, okay, it's time to actually make a decision. And this is kind of like a line telling him, but also telling myself that you either, you know, like treat it seriously or just let go.
Oh, that's good. Take it serious or not. It's almost like that. So in
Yeah.
this case, you are expressing or take my hand. All right, okay. Let's listen to that then right now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Once upon a time, the land was connected. Color was so bright, nothing's complicated to find. You and I walk through the crowds and said hi, nice to meet you. But now it doesn't seem true. I wish we could be together as other people, but our time's so little, and we wasted on the trifles. I wanted to tell you how much I loved you, but you only left me your shadows. I'm so tired of watching sunrise and then watching sunset. Wish you come back. Up the morning, try to look at while we touching up deep the lows. Hoping he said don't go in, holding on me tight, but only goodbyes. It's easy to fall in love, but so hard to forget. Takes a while. I wish we could be together as other people, but our time's so little, and we wasted on the trifles. I wanted to tell you how much I loved you, but you only left me your shadows. Until my passion shriveled like a vanished bubble, like a faded photo, like a turned white. I'm so tired of watching sunrise and then watching sunset. Wish you come back. Looking at the morning, try to look at while we touching up deep the lows. Hoping he said don't go in, holding on me tight, but only goodbyes. It's easy to fall in love, it's so hard to forget. Takes a while. Don't say let's be friends. I don't give a damn. Don't take my body for another time. You've missed all your chance. I'm so tired of watching sunrise and then watching sunset. Wish you come back. Waking up the morning, try to hook you while we're touching up deep below. How did he say don't go in? How do you me time? But only goodbyes. It's beautiful in love, but so hard to forget. Takes a while. So now, boy, you gotta make your choice. If you wanna take my hands or let go, take my hands or just let go.
Next station, Lok Ma Chau.
Wow. I have to say wow, because it's not only music here, there is a story behind that. And also, like you can travel, because there is a phone call and
Mm-hmm.
then something like saying goodbye, but at the same time I want you. Some heartbreaking situation, and also in the end you can leave in a station in
Yeah,
China,
it's a subway announcement in Hong Kong.
in Hong Kong. Oh
Yeah.
my God. There everything inside this song. I just love it. Very
Thank
creative.
you. Thank
Is
you
it
very much.
yours? Everything yours. The whole idea.
Well, the idea is mine, but like, I mean, the work apparently there's my producer, like, who helped me recording everything, and there's
Oh no, no.
the
Obviously, we have technical help. Let's say like that. Everyone has, but the main idea is yours.
yeah, the idea is mine. The melody,
Wow!
lyrics, and those non-musical things. The idea was mine.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's like opening a book, not just listening to a song.
Yeah, thank you. That's kind of the idea behind it, because I always like to make my songs as a story, so I always like to add more non-musical element in it, like some background ambience, like some, this one is the subway announcement. And then for Americano, there was the coffee machine sound, and there is like the sound if you shut the door of a car and then start the engine. And yeah, I think that was the ones in Americana, because that song, like the idea where the elements were where you like order coffee, but why you're ordering coffee is because you're just like taking your iced coffee and then get into your car, and then you're gonna like start driving. You are gonna start a drive in the mountain, enjoy some alone time just by yourself. Or like that might be like you're hitting up the road for a road trip or something, like kind of the idea of escaping your current emotion, because like there are a lot of like negative
Because
emotions.
you just got empty pillows in your bed, so you are heartbreaking.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
That's good. I like it. And talking about the music, I like your falsettos at the end of some sentence. It's really smooth and sweet in my ears.
Thank you.
Amazing. Good. And there is one part here at the end where you go higher, the tone
Yeah.
go higher. I like that. And the guitars just get stronger, some riffs, and wow, I was feeling really, really good at that part because it
A lot.
all
Thanks
passes
a lot. Yeah.
emotion too.
Yeah, we're definitely like thinking of adding different elements as it goes into different verses and choruses. So like in the last final chorus, like we thought of this key change. So we raised a key. That's the first thing. And then for the guitar riffs, there's also the piano. I don't know if that's like the thing you're talking about. The piano in the background, as like, and there's like at least a melody towards the end until there's a subway announcement. And then in the very end, when everything kind of just dropped out, there's still like the very thin guitar on top with the bass. So these are like the two things that left in the end. So the bass is kind of like a build, a foundation is still there, and the bass has its own melody just on its own. Whereas the guitar on top, it's kind of like just basically just two notes. But like repeating those two notes, it feels like, it's like on a clock. There's
That's
like,
good.
yeah, like the time is passing.
Yeah, and the last sentence here just is like an ultimatum. You have to take my hand or not.
Mhm.
So I'm going. Uh, you just have some attitude or goodbye. So that's the title of the music. Or let's
Yeah.
go. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
good. Yeah, boy. So you got the message here. If you don't have an attitude to take it serious, goodbye. She's not available for you anymore. So it's a message to your boyfriend too. That's amazing. I love it. So let's talk now about the other singles. So the previous release, what the first one was No More, right?
The first
Last
one
year.
is Americano.
Americano. Okay, last year. Right. What is that about?
That's about the same guy. So
Oh,
that
come
one,
on.
yeah, that
All
was
right.
that was written before or, but yeah, it was about the same guy. Americano was at the time, I feel like I was waiting for his phone call like every single day, but he like never called me. And that was like there was the painful feelings like just in myself, and there was the bitterness just like, you know, like the taste of black coffee and cigarettes. So those were like some inspiration, like the elements, what made me feel like, okay, that just feels like a time to write a song, because, you know, like there are the burning emotions and there are like some nice elements that help me escape from the life I'm currently in, like from all the unhappy moments and the feelings that I don't want to have. So yeah, so Americano is about the same guy. But
Right.
yes, like that was still at the point I feel like, okay, I'm struggling to, you know, to make things work, but why are things just not working? So it was kind of a struggle to myself. Whereas at the point when I wrote or, it was already, I'm like, okay, you know, if you're not
Before,
doing right, then like I'm gonna go.
right, before we hit play, I have a question. Is it working as a therapy for you, making music and express your emotions, release it,
Yeah,
release
I
the
know. Oh,
tension?
yeah, that's like also one thing that I always say. Like I feel like even though like he brought me a lot of like pains and, you know, like there are definitely like downs, but also there are like some, he's been a great inspiration for music writing. But I guess like to be fair in life, like when a lot of artists, like you write about music or you write books, those were like when you were going through some hardships. So yeah, like
And also you
but
put
it was kind of the logic.
you include some information that people can relate and also keep listening to your song. Obviously, it's good. It's a good thing. And everyone had a little relationship problem in the past. So they keep listening when it happens and help them too as a therapy too. It's good. So let's listen to Americano and check the lyrics if it's available here.
Rainy day and bitter taste. Typical California day. I'm speeding up on the highway. I miss you every day and night, like a drum like sound on top now. My mind is paralyzed, so I'm digging out of the old days, trying to leave the pain behind. The story somehow bleeding, and it's hurting me. You said you loved me when I was leaving. Fair enough, lost goals. I wish to see your silhouette. Seems I need some. I love you so, I just never told you, I never showed. I'm scared of lose, I'm telling myself my heart is never breaking. Never go, like I didn't need you at all. I'm hiding my true feelings behind the bitterness of the very corner. So I'm digging out of the old days, trying to leave the pain behind. The scar is somehow bleeding, and it's hurting me. You said you loved me when I was leaving. Fair enough, lost goals. I wish to see your silhouette. Seems I'm sad. I just never told you, I never showed. I'm scared of lose, I'm telling myself my heart is never breaking. Never go, like I didn't need you at all. I'm hiding my true feelings behind the bitterness of a merry corner.
Great. Wow. For real. I just love it.
Thank you.
Again, it's like a book. Again, there is history and there is feelings. And that phrase, I love you, I just didn't told you,
Uh-huh.
it's heartbroken.
Yeah. And
And
I
you
think
are
it's
just,
actually like might be quite relatable to a lot of people.
yeah. And also you are hiding um, your feelings and emotions and everything, the pain behind an americano, the bitterness of an americano, mentioning the coffee. It's very intelligent because,
Mm-hmm.
as you said, sometimes when you are not okay, you just have a coffee and smoke, etc., and that's it. We are hiding behind that, and it's so relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Again, congratulations for that. I love the
Thank
song.
you.
It's something I would put in my personal playlist. It's more rocky than the first one I was
Yeah, for
listening.
sure. Yeah. This one is more like, there's like a texture in it and it's definitely rockier. Yeah, as compared to Or, I think it's like pretty well, I would say it's a softer pop song. Because I think Americana is like more of the idea of you're, taking a coffee but get into the car and like road tripping. So
Getting
like with
free
the
in some
yeah, with
way.
the road trip scene, I had a lot of inspiration from, like songs from Cage the Elephant, Red Hot Chili Pepper, like those rockier songs. So I think I was going for that vibe. Whereas Or I think it was more of a Taylor Swift vibe, which is like a classic love song about, like your relationship struggles. Um and it's like but the melody is like slightly on the, like
There
sweet
is
and
a
soft
little bit
side.
of Avril Lavigne as well. Avril.
Yeah,
She had some
could
songs
be.
like that, and like reference of pop rock, just like
Hmm.
that. Okay, and what I like it, what is something that's not normal for people to talk about, but the length of this track is 333. Somebody's calling.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I got a call.
Oh, the length of your track is 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Mhm.
Is there a special meaning to that or not?
No, no,
No?
it was just coincidence, yeah.
You know what? Why I'm asking that? Because my company, the name is like you can see here, MW3,
Uh-huh.
but it's actually hidden meaning 333 in different positions that makes
Huh.
MW3.
Oh, interesting.
So
Yeah,
that's the
I
reason
guess
I
there's
was
some
asking.
connections right there now.
Yeah, we match at least on the 333 and the rock pop
Yeah.
song. Great.
Yeah, that's interesting, that's funny.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other one. I'm curious about No More.
Mhm.
And is it about getting free and don't accepting anything negative
Yeah.
from other guys, etc.?
Yeah, it's about the other guy, but yeah, that's like the idea of it.
Right. Let's listen to that too, because we have some time.
Driving out of town, we're hiding all around. Beers in the trunk, lights on. Your breath, your touch, my fingers on your tongue. You're sad and beautiful, takes me tonight. It was wonderful, incredible, unforgettable. English paraphrase on my hair. My name is carved on the metal jar. Your letters on my arm. Your lips, your gaze, my head between your legs. I in 90 ways, just you and I. It was wonderful, incredible, unforgivable. No more bittersweet memories. No more future us, how we thought it'd be. Don't ever say the wishes like you really care. 1001 days, 5,000 miles. Apple vodka, cigarette, hammock in the sun. Does it mean nothing to you? Were the promises never real? No more bittersweet memories. No more future us how we thought it'd be. Don't ever say the wishes like you really care. No more goodnights, not even a goodbye. Just go enjoy your new life, enjoy your jealousy. Cause you think of me, think of my body when it made you happy. Think of New York, December, California, summer. Wish I could say something nicer, but you lose your pride. No more bittersweet memories. No more future us how we thought it'd be. Don't ever say the wishes like you really care. No more goodnights, not even a goodbye. No more forever. Not even a goodbye.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Coral Z. So you go to Spotify, Coral Z, or Instagram, you go to Coral HY Zhang, and let's follow. And also, for those going to Spotify, place those songs on your Spotify playlist, your personal playlist, and follow the artist. Like I'm doing here now, follow, click follow, and keep track of her songs that are coming. And there is one more coming this year. She said it's a surprise in the future. Let's wait for that. So I'm just impressed how soft is your voice. At the same time, it's very powerful. When you go higher, when the guitar comes and there is an evolution on that song, from the middle to the end, I was just feeling like goosebumps. I like it.
Thank you. You think my voice is soft? I actually like never thought my voice is that soft. I feel like I don't know. I feel like my voice
When
is.
you want, at the beginning, when you want.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good thing because I feel like, yeah, I do want like a softer voice and a lot of like aspects because I think my voice is like always sounds just thicker when I'm speaking, and a lot of people say like it sounds very different when I speak versus when I sing. But I mean, like I can't go like a super high range, like like Avril Lavigne or like sometimes Taylor Swift or like Haley Williams and Paramore. I feel like yeah, there's like one song that my band actually like try to cover by Paramore, but that was just so high and I can't really reach the note. So that's yeah,
Yeah, but
embarrassing.
there is a signature. It's like if I'm listening to a playlist full of love songs, and I have three of your songs there in the middle, not in the same order, I can identify when it's Coral Z. There is a signature. And
Hmm.
this is good because you have that signature of going soft at the beginning, but you have a strong voice. Even if you don't go with those super high notes, etc., don't worry about it because you are you, and that's the most important. Because you notice there is a lot of people copying other artists, trying to sound like other artists,
Mhm.
and you sound
True, yeah.
like yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think like anyone should necessarily just try to make themselves sound like anyone else because well, I mean like personally I think well, I sing and I like well, I don't necessarily like my voice as opposed to like other people's, but I mean like I do appreciate having my voice as it's just mine, like I think everyone has a unique voice and like just as you have like unique look or identity or personality or like anything else. So I think that's a good thing, something like I definitely appreciate.
Yeah, and also singing is like speaking another language, because it depends. For rock, you have a style of singing. For rap, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
For opera, it's even more different than that. So, people understand about it. The listeners, not they don't understand very well that. By my
Yeah.
experience, we have to, when we are producing, we have to take care with that too. But the artists, especially like you with great talent, you understand that, and that's the voice for rock pop music. I just loved this.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank
Go
you. Yeah,
straight
well,
to
yeah, I do agree.
the
Like,
point.
there's like definitely a different vocal technique when you sing as opposed to when you speak. And well, sometimes I think also like pronouncing things will be different because like in singing, I think a lot of like things where like the words in the end of the sentence you might pronounce it just differently to make it rhyme better, like things like that. So
Exactly.
yeah, there are like a ton of things.
Yeah. How many languages you speak?
Well, I speak English, Mandarin, and well, I guess just these two. Like others don't really count. Like
Okay,
things
you are
like
just learning other one.
well, I mean like French, for example. Like I took it in school as a language in
Okay,
class, but I don't think I can speak with
that's
an actual
great.
French person when I go to France.
You know, your name, Coral, you know, in Portuguese, it means choir. It's like a lot of people
Mm,
singing together.
yeah.
That's good. I like this name, Coral. And about the band, are you performing live at the moment? Where can people watch you, or you have any
Oh,
plans?
absolutely. Yeah, I'm going back to the UK in 2 weeks because there's a local strawberry fair in Cambridge, which I've never been, so I don't know if like how big it is local. But yeah, me and my band will be singing there on June 1st from I think 7:45 to 8:15 in the evening. So
Okay,
if anyone's around the area, everyone's welcome to come. I think tickets are free. So just yeah, make sure to get
great.
tickets and yeah,
We are going.
I don't think that's gonna be live, but yeah, it's like a local event. I might be on radio or like something like there might be some reporters around.
Great. We are going to write an article too and include that information on the
Okay.
article, and also attach this interview at the end of the article so people can read about you, about the band, about the live performance, and also watch the interview. Okay?
Mhm. Awesome.
Great. So thank you very much for this interview. I
Thank
just
you.
loved it this time with you. And when you have new tracks to release, just let us know. We can have a new interview and
Yeah.
also talk about the next projects, because I can see you have a lot of talent and you are like full of energy to keep going and producing your songs.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me and thanks for the time.
You have the chance to just leave a message to your new fans, those who will be discovering your portfolio on Spotify.
hmm
Leave them a message then
like a
for your
message,
new fans.
like
For your
what I
new fans.
what I want to say to them. Just
Yes.
um well, I mean, the new fans. Well, definitely thanks a lot for following and for liking my music. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, I think music to me is just a way to express myself. So I hope that people can also, feel the energy. And I feel like my songs could be somewhat inspiring to others and help other people also, like find a way to get out of the pain or like whatever situations they're not happy with and just to find, better things in life. There are like a lot of beautiful things around.
Great. Amazing. We just loved your songs and also your personality. So
Thank you.
stay a little bit online because we are going to finish now, but I want to talk to you. All right? Don't
Thank you.
go.